In this week's edition of Your Wakonda Personal Trainer, the topic is your six-pack and the importance of having a strong abdominal core. Now, everyone has a six-pack, and the reason I know this is just me standing here, I have to have my abdominal muscles engaged, because if not, I'd go all googly with my spine. So they're constantly working unless you're laying down completely relaxed. Sitting, standing, they just might not be visible because a normal amount of development of ab muscles are not going to show unless your body fat percentage gets down to around 10%, which is probably way too low for normal people. But visible abdominal muscles are about vanity, and here at Your Wakonda Personal Trainer, we're about functional strength. So I want to talk about ways to exercise the abdominal muscles and discuss one of the conundrums of physiology, in that one of the best ways to relieve or prevent lower back pain is to have a well-balanced, strong core. But having low back problems prevents you from getting the exercise to develop that strength in your abdominal muscles. And the main reason this has to do with how muscles work across joints. If you think about a muscle, it can only pull, it can't push. So our muscles work across joints by shortening, and when they do that, it moves the bones across the joint and you get movement. So the main culprit in some abdominal muscles exercises that cause you back pain is, if you think about the muscle that flexes your hip, it has to attach on the upper part of your thigh bone and on your pelvis. When it shortens, you flex your hip. If the pelvis isn't supported, that shortening torques on the pelvis, which torques on the back, which can make your back sore. So a person solved that issue by developing what is called an ab mat. I'm going to demonstrate. The ab mat basically gives that pelvis area something to pivot against, prevents the torquing or the shear on your low back. And the second thing you do is, if you abduct the hip joint, it also prevents those hip flexors from getting in play when you do the exercise. So if you have low back issues, this is a great way to get some abdominal work in and protect your low back at the same time. So until next week, be strong.